us in the turning lane. She felt the window pane the way I'm swinging.
So Houwood the series is a collection of stories, and it's running like it's like an urban drama series. It's like really giving us a sense of like how a city is working, how we as people or characters, we could say, kind of intertwine with each other. So I was able to come up with this kind of cool story of a lot of these characters that I got a chance to really meet along my journey as I've been living. I've been living here in Houston probably like about 21 years. And so I met a lot of people. I lived in 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, 2nd Ward, Cypress, Jersey Village, over off of Hillcroft, you know, in Little India, Chinatown. I've been over there hanging out. So I was just like really fascinated by a lot of these characters that I was meeting at these different jobs or events that I would go to. And that's where a lot of it came from. And I feel like that's the stories that I had was like, I needed something to kind of glue it together. And so now with the whole like recreational marijuana, medical marijuana going on, and a lot of these states are really diving into that, and we're coming into this change, I was like, how can I show this positive side of the marijuana trade and the usage of it and the medical benefits of it and the financial benefits of it, you know? So that's really where the root of this story started taking off for me. So I started developing that, and that's where this story is leading.
You might have to go deeper. You might have to stand right here or here and look this way.
Peace. Niggas pray for they thugs and niggas pray over beef. Niggas showing no love and niggas playing for keeps.
We're gonna shut this down and then go over there. So yeah, hey, go. Hey, so can I get a picture with these guys right here? Yeah, man, you're gonna have to be like.
Playing with me from the bottom of them trenches. Got my blood in. How much I love them streets. Ain't no love in. R.I.P. Raw and TJ. Lost my thugs. Head first jumped in that water. Ain't asking what's it. Where I'm from, shit ain't fun. Kids dying. But I guess the shit just don't hit home to your kids dying. Lord knows it ain't safe.
Are y'all get close to the freestylers?
Yeah, I got a couple of characters I can use to paint the story of it. Right now, this project that we're doing, honestly, it's a pilot. You know, this is our first coming out of the gates, you know, with a great looking product, a great looking film and series. So my man Bryce Ivan playing Vic, he's bringing us into the Houwood universe. He's bringing us into the city of Houwood, you know, big games with the city with no limits. He's bringing us into that to where we get to meet a lot of different kind of colorful, unsavory characters. And ultimately, this guy, he ends up stealing some money and trying to come up with a plan to kind of come up with a grow operation. He wants to grow marijuana. He wants to grow his own, develop his own strand. You know, just like the guy from Cookies Burner, you know, he wants to be that guy. So he's taking his chance. So these first 3 episodes, we're gonna get a chance to see how that plays out. And Vic is pulling us all the way into Houwood.
Through here, what could possibly go wrong?
You remember that plan we talked about, bro? About growing our own strand. Well, instead of that shit just being hopes and wishes, that shit can be a possibility right now, bro.
Where is this? What do you mean come back? Let me go with you, Pop.
As we know, we're all coming up in this binge watching and series watching phase. So a lot of these characters are in the same areas or messing around with the same type of environments, and they're like meeting each other. So Vic, he's bringing us into this story because he's gonna end up becoming the plug, because he's gonna be the one trying to develop how to get this marijuana out to the masses.
Why don't you just get that shit back, man?
I will. I am. Man, Damn, CP, look, man, I just got a plan, bro.
And then all of a sudden we have this character named Mickey, and she's a 16, 17-year-old genius, like this techie genius. And we have a lot of things that are happening these last few years with STEAM, you know, kids going into technology, learning about HTML coding and all these other computer things, because we're going into the metaverse, we're going into the future. And so I want to build a character that I could develop that can migrate into that later on and throughout the seasons. So she develops an app, and this app is giving people the opportunity to order different types of marijuana from different dispensaries around the country, and it comes to your house. And she didn't know how viral this was going to go. It was really something that she was trying to keep local with a group of friends so they can keep them off the streets. That's what she was really up to. So we have a lot in store for this storyline.
We was waiting for over 2 hours. I was hungry as fuck.
Man, you always fucking mentioning food. The only thing I remember about that shit is I had to clean out the car and your ass went missing. Matter of fact, speaking of missing, where the fuck was you at the other day?
Again, back to 2019, and of course we all went through the COVID and stuff, but way before that, it was just really kind of like my love letter to Houston a little bit, because I've been here about 21 years, and I really fell in love with the characters of people that I've met here. And so I felt like, how can I take those stories and make it into something, and not make something that's like a biopic of Houston, or this is another screwed and chopped story, or a story about a famous rapper artist that sold everything out of his trunk and I was like, I want to have those essence, because those characters do exist here and that spirit does exist, but I still wanted to create a real story, because I grew up, my mom watching Knots Landing and Dynasty and Dallas and soap operas, my grandma and stuff. So I was like, I want to create some stories that are like that, so that way we as a people, we can come together and watch something and maybe hear a message, and we'll be able to like sit down and look at each other and start healing. Because that's really at the root. I wanted to make a love, family type of series, and then also show the extra characters that you end up meeting when you go outside your tribe or family and things like that. And you said the importance, that part is the importance. The importance is community, and showing how we're really connected, and we're sometimes maybe less than 6 handshakes away from who we need to be working with.